In the Pacific, there are 3 realm countries of New Zealand: Tokelau, Niue, and the Cook Islands. So it gives me particular pride this afternoon to congratulate Tokelau for being the first in the world to convert totally to renewable energy. It is a massive step and a massive achievement, one that I want to share our pride with Tokelau in achieving that. There are some important lessons here, and one of them I note from the presentation is the fact that in order to achieve a major step like this, there needs to be very clear and strong political will and commitment. I know that in our case, the Cook Islands, because we are following the path that Tokelau has taken. In fact, we've committed to some very clear and ambitious targets for conversion, like 50% conversion by 2015 and 100% by 2020. There's a lot of critics and a lot of people laughing at us that it can't be done, but you know, we intend to prove them wrong, and we're well on the way. So thank you, Tokelau, for that very, very compelling lesson. But you know, there is one important lesson that we should all take from the example of Tokelau. I can say that Tokelau has demonstrated a very clear moral lesson for us all. I can say that Tokelau can complain to the rest of the world about carbon emissions because Tokelau has taken the steps to put its own house in order. So its message will be pure and clean and with every justification. And I heard some discussions from around the table yesterday afternoon before we adjourned about us looking at how we can add force to our message at the conclusion of this meeting. Might I suggest that this is one issue that we should look at, that in order for us to start calling on the rest of the world to clean up their backyards and their own front yards, we really need to do the same to ours first. If we do that, I believe that our message will be that much more powerful because we have done it ourselves. We put our house in order and we're calling on the rest of the world to discharge their global obligation to us because we have purified ourselves by taking the steps that we know must be taken, not just by us, but by everybody else. So that is a very important lesson that I picked up from the achievement of Tokelau, and one that I would urge on us, all of us, from around the Pacific, to seriously consider adopting. But having said that, of course, I acknowledge that our circumstances vary from country to country, but nevertheless, if we are to be serious about our message and the message that we propose to take to the rest of the world, to call on the world to cut down on their carbon emissions and clean up their front yards, then we really need to start with ourselves first. Thank you, Chair.